Welcome. This video explains how the attendance system works for teachers. It also explains how you can set up the system for administrators. Specifically, it's going to cover how you can navigate the attendance screen and fill out attendance and lunch order information. It will describe the new COVID Health Pre-Screen module, and it will describe the finalization process. Administrators will be shown how to monitor and update school attendance, how to notify parents, and how to run reports. The last portion of this video has a section on how to set up attendance for administrators. Teachers can access the attendance screen through a variety of ways. On their dashboard, they can click the class icon, and then they can click the attendance link below a class. If the link is in red, that means that the class is set up for school attendance and that it has not been taken. Classes set up for school attendance should have attendance taken every day. If the link is blue, that means the class is set up for class attendance and it has not been taken. Class attendance is optional. If the link is green, that means that attendance has been taken. If there is no attendance link, that means that that class has not been set up by the administrators for attendance. Teachers can also access attendance by going to Teaching Tools and the Attendance Manager, or from the Jump button that is available anywhere a class is listed. Once you are on the teaching screen, you can select the class that you want to take attendance for by using the drop-down at the top of the screen. You can also change the date that you want to take attendance for using the date range selector. By default, it will go to the class that you picked and today's date. To take attendance, select one of the options from the code drop-down. You may not see all codes, as teachers can be set up to see only certain codes. Administrators will see all codes that they have set up. When you pick a code, if the code is for absent or tardy, the system may calculate the time absent in hours if that has been set up. Teachers can override this, and administrators can override this by typing into that field. You can also enter data into the reason, time in, and time out fields. A COVID pre-screen section has been added. The COVID pre-screen will show a green check, an orange triangle, or a red triangle. A green check means that the temperature was taken and was within the normal range. An orange exclamation mark means the temperature has not yet been taken, and a red exclamation mark indicates that the temperature has been taken and it is outside of the normal range, or that pre-screen questions asked to the parents indicate there may be an issue. Students with a red exclamation point should probably be sent to the nurse. In addition to the COVID pre-screen, teachers can also fill out lunch orders, if that is enabled by the administrator. When that is enabled, you will see a section that says lunch, and you will see an option for the meal choice and the quantity, and meal option and quantity. Meal choice is your main entree choice, and meal options are options for your entrees. This will pull from the cafeteria menu for the current day, so you will only see what has been set up for the current day by the cafeteria manager. The school can elect to allow you to pick multiple choices and multiple options. In order to see those, you may need to hit the plus sign next to the lunch area at the top to see more options. When you are done, teachers should hit the Finalize button. This will indicate to the office that attendance has been complete. It will also fill in any blanks. Any blanks will be marked as present. Cafeteria orders will be created and sent to the cafeteria, and the main office will be notified. The teacher can still make changes after attendance has been marked final. Administrators will see a summary of every class that has classroom attendance set up. It will see the number present, the number absent, the number tardy, the number of lunch orders, and a status. Administrators should use this to determine when attendance has been completed by all classes. Administrators can click the school details page to see a list of every student in the school as well as their attendance status. Administrators can filter to just absent or just tardy students using the buttons at the top. Administrators can also change the codes for any student, and they will see all of the available options, not just the options that have been assigned to teachers. Administrators can notify parents that students are absent using the Notify button in the upper right. They will see the screen to the right. You can check off which codes you want to notify, and you can expand a code to select individual students. On the right side of the screen, you can select how you want to send the notification, and you can pick email or text. By default, it will go to all parents on the account. You also have an option at the bottom in the lower left to send to only people who have not yet received a notification. So if you are sending this multiple times and someone's attendance status changes, you could send again to get only the people whose status has recently changed. To set up attendance, administrators should go to the Attendance tab of the Organization Manager. This is available from the Admin menu by clicking Organization Manager. There are a number of options at the top that pertain to attendance. You can also set up all of your attendance codes on this page. Some of the options include enabling daily attendance. This is the main attendance for the school. Enabling class attendance, which will allow some classes to take attendance. Whether a class is set up for daily attendance or class attendance or no attendance is determined by settings on the master scheduler. Administrators can look to the master scheduler to change these options. Administrators can enable staff attendance from this screen. Daily attendance, class attendance, and staff attendance all require that attendance codes are set up before they can be used. You also have the option to enable cafeteria ordering from the attendance screen, to enable the COVID pre-scan, and to enable ground transportation. Cafeteria ordering, COVID pre-scan, and ground transportation all have additional options on the General Settings tab of the Organization Manager. Administrators can enable a general note field, which will just add an additional note to attendance for all teachers and all administrators. And you also need to configure the number of minutes in the school day on this field. This is used to calculate how many hours a student is absent for when an attendance code is selected. If it's blank, no calculations are performed. For class attendance, daily attendance, and staff attendance, you have to set up codes. For each code, you need to specify a number of items. There is a name, a description, and a short name. These are all fields that you create and to represent an attendance option. They can be whatever you want, and they will show up on reports and in the dropdown. The value is a number between 0 and 1 that represents the fraction of a day that code represents. For example, a full day absent or a full day present would be a 1. A half day absent would be a 0.5. A tardy might be a 0.15. The system will calculate the number of hours absent by taking the total number of hours in the day and multiplying it by this value. So if you have a 6-hour school day and a half day absent is 0.5, it would calculate that the student was absent for 3 hours. That is only a default value, and teachers and administrators can override the calculated value. Apply as tardy, apply as absent, apply as present, and apply as present remote tell the system what report people with this code should be put on. You should only pick one of those values for each code. For admin only means that only admins can use that code. Teachers will not see admin-only attendance codes on the attendance list. For cafeteria, there are additional features on the General Settings tab of the Organization Manager under School Features. Specifically, you can enable pre-order, which allows parents to order and pay in advance. You can set the number of items and options that appear on the attendance screen, and you can also enable cafeteria accounts. Cafeteria accounts allow meals to be charged to an account that the parents pre-fund. COVID pre-screen also has a number of options on the General Settings tab of the Organization Manager. You can select whether or not to show temperature. You can determine whether parents can report data from the dashboard or the app, and you can customize the warning that is shown if the temperature is over 100 or if any questions are answered positively. You can also override the questions and provide your own. However, there can only be 4 questions. This concludes the attendance overview. If you have questions, please email support@digitalacademy.org or go to our YouTube channel for additional information. Thank you.